Welcome to part 2. I recently posted a short video about this Rickenbacker NS lap steel, and I received a ton of questions and comments. So I wanted to come on to answer some of them. Firstly, I got a lot of questions about what are those frets? And in the NS, they're actually just raised markers meant to use as a visual guide, so you know where to place the tone bar to get the correct intonation. So in other models, the markers are flat, as you can see here in the 1950s Gibson model, and even this newer Gretsch Electromatic model. So when you use a tone bar, you press down gently, but you don't use the raised markers like frets, like you would on a standard guitar. So I could see why that could be confusing since they are raised in this one. So someone asked if you can play this like a standard guitar, and that would be a no. It's meant to be played flat on your lap. And with chromatic twins and the dot tones, I actually put mine on a stand to play it. No, it's not a ukulele. I got a lot of questions about that. Is that a ukulele? Although based on the shape, you can tell how it may have been inspired by the ukulele, since at that time that it was made, it was, Hawaiian music was huge. No, you don't need tiny fingers to play it. That was another thing I got. It's set in open tuning. I have one set to open D and another one set to open C. So although it's known more famously in Hawaiian and country music, it's had a profound influence on punk, alternative, and rock music. And I like to look at that for my own inspiration. So musicians like Lydia Lunch and Troy Van Leeuwen and Queens of the Stone Age, they have used the lap steel in more experimental ways, which is cool to get textures and sounds that you can't get otherwise. So if you're musically inclined, it's an instrument that allows you to use your ear and find sounds that don't rely on a super dexterous playing hand like a standard guitar. And it's really great to connect to different guitar pedals, which is what I've been experimenting with. And I'm going to do more videos showing that. And you can create really cool textures and pads or expressive melodic lines. You know, it's definitely a great instrument if you want to be loose and creative. And that's one of the main reasons why I started playing the lap steel. So thanks for watching.